I just kind of stood there in
She rolled at the
a
start.
little bit of shock.
Yeah, but it's
I
for something
guess.
different.
Didn't really know what to say.
I would assume.
After everything he just told me, I didn't know what else to say. I think you know better than anybody what he probably had to say. Don't you?
Hmm. I mean, I could. I feel like I could, think of, yeah. There's some thoughts that come to mind.
Well,
Sometimes I hate that she does stuff based on rolls.
if they're the ones that you're thinking of.
Because her fucking rolls are always so goddamn
most likely
high.
correct.
Like, bro. I hate that shit. So irritating. He has a way better RNG than I do. Michael, thank you for the 300 bits.
I'll just be blunt. He said that he made a mistake. Before you and I met, before the economic collapse, he said that he always wanted to come up and talk to me. That he had feelings for me and just never said anything because he was scared. And, you know, I didn't know it at the time. Him and I were just friends. We went out for bike rides sometimes, but that was pretty much the extent. We had a couple conversations, but I didn't know someone could fall so quickly with so little. I found out what that felt like later. But
What?
not with him.
What happened before us two met? That's something I'm not going to be upset about.
That was it. That's all it was. I promise you, there was nothing there.
My concern lies with, once again, because I have brought this up, because this has happened multiple times, that someone has kissed you. You somehow find yourself in these situations where guys just kiss you, but you either push them away or don't reciprocate. And again, like, I understand that situations happen, but the fact that this has happened multiple times, it just, something in my gut, Piper, just doesn't sit right with me about it.
What doesn't sit right with you? With this, what doesn't sit right?
It's getting to the point where there's too many times for it to be a coincidence.
Caden, you saw my phone, you read my texts, you know that there was nothing from me to him. You know that.
I also know you're smart.
That's not usually something you say.
I mean, I feel like I haven't ever called you not intelligent.
Well, I digress on the fact.
I don't know. I have to be honest, there are times like that is just, it's happened so much that every time something like this comes up, it gets harder and harder to really... It becomes harder and harder to trust you. Like, I feel like you're not giving me the whole story or the entire answer. While, like, I know I'm not a very emotional person and I don't open up in that way. I mean, I don't keep anything from you, Piper. I don't.
Have you ever thought things would be different if you did open up to me, Caden?
We've had this conversation, yes. I
Mm-hmm.
I know. I know that.
So if you know that, then why won't you?
Piper, it's easier said than done. I wish I could just flip a switch and have it happen.
Been married for how long now?
2.5 years.
This isn't a switch, Caden. This is the slowest egg timer I've ever seen. And I've loved you through every second. Through every moment, I've loved you unconditionally. From the moment that timer started. And that never stopped, no matter what. I know that you might find some form of fear in showing that you care and that you love, and that emotions are scary.
She's changing the subject. This is why is this always? Why does this always come back to Caden not being emotionally like open?
That if you let that down, and you somehow, by some stretch, decide to trust me that my love doesn't hurt, that this might be easier. Because fuck, is it hard sometimes.
Piper, I've come to notice that anytime I push against something you've done, it somehow always deflects back to me not being emotionally as open as you want me to be. And forgive me, but like, not being emotionally open, I feel like doesn't even really hold a match to the fact or to the possibility that you might not have been completely faithful to me in the past.
I never cheated on you. That I will always admit. I never cheated on you. Ever.
But I feel like you've had feelings for somebody else since we've been together, have we not? Or have you not?
I haven't had feelings for anybody. What happened with Shepard was in the past before you existed in my life. And I slammed that
Dude,
door
why
shut
is the fucking
hard.
why are my rolls so dog shit?
What about you?
What do you mean, what about me?
Was there ever anybody while we were together?
God, no. No. No, there's never been anybody else.
So what is it you're really saying to me right now? Are you saying I cheated on you?
I'm not saying you cheated on me. I'm just saying that the more that things like this come up, it's happening way more. It's happening way too much for it to be considered a coincidence at this point. You may not have cheated on me, but you are leaving something out, and I don't know what it is. It's
I don't think
just
I'm the one leaving something out. I think you're the one leaving something out.
what? And what am I leaving out?
I guess there's no nice way to say it. Kaden, every time you pick up that phone for me on that first call and you call me dear, it sounds like you're trying so hard for something you don't want to do or you don't want to say. It feels like being with me to you is effort. It feels like loving me is effort. It feels like being open with me is effort, and it's hard and it hurts and you don't like it. I sometimes feel like a side character in our own story, and that hurts. So I don't know. Maybe if that was a little louder, like it used
I
to be,
hate that every single one of her fucking arguments is always that Caden doesn't
everything else
fucking
would be a
care
lot
about her
quieter.
enough. Or more romantic. God, that shit irritates me so much. Again, we've had this conversation
I know we have.
so many fucking times, and it's... frankly, it's fucking exhausting. And I think... Piper, I think we're just cut from a different cloth when it comes to our emotional... how much emotion we give about things. I just don't know what else to say or what else I can say. And again, I don't know why that when I'm bringing up a concern about things happening with other people, that you deflect back to this, because frankly, it has nothing to do with
Because I felt
any of
something.
that. You felt something.
You ever had someone tell you that you look nice, or compliment you, or flirt with you, right? You've had that? You've had it since we've been together, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does.
But does it feel better coming from me or somebody else?
I mean, I could fucking care less about what anybody